Hello, and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your Daily Bite of Degen. Episode number 690. 69 odd. Huge number there. We are coming to you live from somewhere, nowhere, New York City. I want to shout out to everyone joining us on LinkedIn, Player One Taco YouTube, 0xDegens YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Telegram, Twitter video, Rumble, Kick, on-chain via Unlonely on Base, and on-chain via Solana, thanks to Soul Media Tech. It is a quick bite tonight. Why? Because we've had a long day. We have scored out roughly just over 112 messages that we have to reply to, that we've been replying to set up meetings for this week, and having a good time with everything at the same time. We do have another conference day set up for Tuesday for DPIN RWAs and meme coins, hosted by the Solana Foundation on a Taco Tuesday. You know we got to go. On top of that, if you are here in New York, this might be my last NYC Crypto Mondays for a while, a few months. For a while, 5 months, 6 months or something like that, as I am officially moving out of New York. And so I am going to go. What I didn't get to cover a lot last Monday in Brussels, I was an honored guest to speak at Crypto Mondays. And it was a really grateful moment. Yeah. When you're part of an organization and stuff like that, and it's been around for a while and that has been building organizations around the world for Crypto Mondays, and has had amazing people on their stage talking about the future of tech, of blockchain, and being asked to fill that stage. Big shoes. So super humble and super grateful to be able to do that. And I want to shout out, thank you, Lou Kerner, for asking me, having me up there. So really grateful for that. On top of that, as we have seen, it has been a crazy Sunday because of an assassination attempt yesterday. Another person lost their life as well. And the market's responding to that in a positive fashion, because it is felt that this would solidify President Trump's position as the next, being voted in as the next president. And so I ask you take a moment of silence for the person that passed away. I guess two people passed away, the shooter and the victim. And Trump is recovering nicely, I guess. But it's really interesting that we live in a society where markets go up when someone's killed. And that is one of the horror sides or sadder sides of a free and open market. The benefits of an open market that we have is that something like that can happen. And so I hope that you made yours. I know that, let the air stay on. It was up 26,000%. So I hope you all made a chunk of that, please. But we've seen a lot of different memes and markets come out about, tokens being released about that, as well as the Web 2 advertising. I don't know what your Twitter feed looks like, but now I have a ton of lithographs of memorializing his, Iwo Jima moment where he was, in front of the flag. And so it's interesting. Don't say I'm not perplexed by it, but hey, I am a little special in the head. So some things just go right over me. And sometimes I wear really tight hats, so it stops all the flow to my brain. And I just get a little more stupid. Like right now, I have this hat. Oh my God, this hat is like uncomfortably tight. I thought I was going to do it. I thought I was going to be able to do it. Let's see. Oh, that's so much better. I feel like I can think again. Thanks, ETC, for that amazing hat. ETC was an amazing time. We got to see a lot of different people, meet a ton of different people, as well as, we got to speak on the purpose of Manifest Network and the designs behind that, as well as our views and thoughts as a protocol on open source AI and open sourced and decentralized infrastructure. I got to hear a great one-liner that there's actually two one-liners. One is that, projects should be valued more than the networks and chains they are built on. People then had questions about that. Well, no, the value, and stuff like that. No, I do believe that projects should be worth more than the chains they are built on, because they are what's bringing value to the chain. If they didn't build on that chain, that value would not be there. By people using it, it does make the chain more valuable, but it shouldn't be in proportion to the project that's being used and utilized. Whether it's a Web3 game, whether it is metaverse, branding, speaking guidelines, whatever it may be. We'll see that one out. But next up, we have, like I said, we have some big meetings tomorrow. For Manifest, we have a lot of different token projects that we have met with over the past week and a half in Brussels. And who knows what kind of amazing deals we're going to be getting out of that. We also, worked with one of our shell corporations, Beast Mode Ventures, as we were finishing out a $200 million raise for acquisition of a Web2 game with 600,000 monthly active users. The fact that we got this letter of intent signed by this game company is amazing as we finish out this raise to be able to make this purchase and bring 600,000 monthly active users on chain. It's sort of freaking exciting. Like, that's one of those things where you don't get to do or be part of that. Huge shout out to Pravi. Miami or Vegas Crypto Mondays would be ideal new home for Taco. Unfortunately, those would both be amazing places. Unfortunately, I think where I'm going, there is not yet a Crypto Mondays, and I might have to fix that. I'm moving to the Dallas area after years of living in New York. I just can't take it anymore, and went and bought a place down in Dallas. So there is that. But I'm super excited to sort of see what comes out of this, making this deal come along and having a great time while doing it. There's so much cool technology that all of these users that are already in this game don't even need to know that blockchain's been added to it, and it won't change their gameplay in any way, shape, or form. And so I'm hesitant on some of the build ideas that some of the team has on what to do with the game once it's bought. And part of me is nostalgic. And, I remember this game. And the graphics hasn't moved that much, and they want to update the graphics. And I'm like, well, if it ain't broke, why fix it? And so I think that there's a big thought process that needs to be thought over by the team about redesigns on gameplay and graphics, because if everyone there knows it's bad or love it for how bad it is, why change that and take that away from them? And other things, we are seeing some really cool movements in Degen area. If you were in Brussels, you got to see some of the amazing projects that are using Degen as well as open source AI. Last Monday was Decentralized AI Day, DAI Day, DAI Day, Die Day. We're just going to call it Die Day. Die Day. And we were a panel member there with Nillion Network and Vanna as well. And sort of some of the really cool things that they are all building out and what they're doing to help open source AI, open source data sets that AIs are trained on, as well as making the computations, the data processing that an LLM may be doing to figure out an answer is private and protected. But the number one thing that we talked about during that time was how much your data belongs to you, because it does. And luckily, there are now applications that are being built or are out already that help you sort of start to own your data. So be wise and get those, in my opinion. But that is it. Like I said, we are going to be cutting this short tonight. Tacos and cowboy hats in Dallas. That is what we will see. That is what we will see. I will have to make a taco meme about that, and we can talk about it. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Huge shout out to everyone on LinkedIn and onto YouTube's, as well as those that are joining us via Twitter. If you're on a site where you can like and subscribe, I ask that you please do. Help me grow. Help me speak the word of open source AI as we push this out. We do have Manifest Mondays tomorrow coming live to us from the Manifest account. I think my account will be in there as well as most likely a listener or might be on stage, but I think I'm going to just be working to keep room for the other stage guests. But we are going to be recapping ECC, recapping Die Day London and Die Day Brussels. And so we're going to have a lot of fun with that, and we're going to talk about a lot of the projects that were there. And so I hope you join us tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard 11 p.m. Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. That's right. Eastern Standard Time now. And we will be going live with that. So I hope that you're able to join us. Manifest account is in the stage, or not in the stage, but it is in the room with us. Big old square M on a box. So I hope that you have some fun time with that. Other than that, I want to wish everyone a great night, and we will see you tomorrow. But as always, a closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth, meaning if no one knows you're looking for opportunity can never come knocking. If opportunity does come knocking and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. With that, I want to wish you all a great night. And as we end every night, we end with the same two things. The greatest, worst knock, knock joke on the face of the planet, and our words of wisdom. And as always, our words of wisdom are always the same. A closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth, meaning if no one knows you're looking for opportunity can never come knocking. If opportunity does come knocking and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. With that, huge tip of my hat to Lou Kerner, everyone over at Crypto that has participated in Crypto Mondays in some way, shape, or form, and to all the builders that were in Brussels. Hats off. And we will see you on the flip side. And as always, we end with the greatest, worst knock, knock joke on the face of the planet, and that is knock, knock. Who's there?